So, hey everyone, right now I can see the whole signal on the chart on the 4-hour time frame. The potential target for this signal is in the 2300 zone, but for now it's still at 300. So let's take it, because we're already starting to go down little by little. I think we can make some good money here. At the very least, we'll see a move down to $140, so let's go for 140 on the market here. Let's do 500, let it be, and let's go. I'm opening a short, all in with 10x leverage, stop loss on everything. Let's go, the trade is open. So, I'll check back in as soon as there's profit, because the time frame is 4 hours, hourly, so I don't think we'll see a move to the 2,300 level super quickly. Most likely, it'll be this evening, or maybe even tomorrow. So I'll just lock in this trade. By the way, I realize I forgot to turn on the camera. Oh well, it's no big deal. I'll record without the camera. Alright, that's it. I'll check back in as soon as there's some profit. Well, here we go. There's already a small profit, plus $77. So, like I told you, I'll be taking profit at 2,300. So, there's still more to go. Basically, nothing special happened. I didn't see any strong or serious correction. I just came on to show that the trade is gradually working out. So we'll wait for further decline towards 2300, maybe a bit higher. But we'll see how it goes in real time. So we wait. So, friends, the profit is already 178, of course, until. It's still a long way to 2,300, but again, I just came on to show that everything is working and we're slowly getting closer, gradually approaching our target around 2,300. That's where I'll take profit, but again, I'll only lock in 50% here and then watch how the movement goes, see what happens next. Because if we consolidate on the daily chart below the 2,400 level, that would actually be very good. And then, based on that, I'll decide whether to keep the trade open or close it completely. So, in any case, I'll lock in 50% at the 2,300 level. By the way, friends, this is my indicator, which identifies entry and exit points and helps you exit the market. It's still in development, but I'll be releasing it soon. So it's going to be a really cool and useful tool for traders. It's called MacDiver Pro. It includes various indicators that help identify entry and exit signals. For now, we're just waiting for 28. Yeah, that's what it comes to already. Yeah, 200, 227. But here, it's a different exchange. There's a slight difference here because of Bitfinex. That's why the price for Ethereum is already 425 here. Well, in any case, we're waiting for a bit of a dip. We need to break through 2,400 no matter what. And then there will be some real, more significant movement. So, we wait. Alright, friends, so the price has started to recover. As a result, I'm already in the red, minus $30. But that's understandable. Why? Because there's a level here, a support level, and accordingly, that's why we're recovering. The support levels are 2,450, then 2,460, and let's say 2,470 as well. So these are the three levels, and from each of them, we could potentially reverse. And now, as you can see, the recovery is already pretty strong. I'm already at minus 100, 125. It's getting pretty serious. But still, friends, I'm confident in my signal and I think it will work out in the end because it's a 4-hour signal, which means it will play out over several days, today or tomorrow. As soon as I see, well, most likely my profit, as I already mentioned, yes, at this line here, I'll be taking profit at 2,300. And then I'll decide how much to lock in, maybe 50% or maybe all of it. So, in the end, we did drop a bit. I was a little late. We fell to 2,412. The profit is now, well, profit is 226, but as I see it, this is already quite a serious dip. So, we bounced off the second resistance level I mentioned, 2,460, and then, accordingly, dropped down to 2,411. This is already quite a significant level. As I said, according to my signal, I'm waiting for the 2,300 zone for the price to drop into that area. If this happens by the end of the day, that would be great because it would indicate a continuation of the decline. Because in 3 days the week will close, and in 4 days the month will close as well. If we close the month below the 2,400 level, that will be yet another confirmation of a stronger correction, since we didn't break through the 3,000 level and, accordingly, confirmed it here with a second candle. That would mean we're going after this buyer. So, let's keep watching. Alright, so look, right now I've got a profit of $230, well, $240, basically. We're stuck at the 2,425 level. For now, it's neither here nor there, but I think, guys, it's already obvious that we're going to break through this level. Most likely, it'll happen at night or early in the morning because, well, we've been moving toward the 2,400 level for way too long, just taking too much time. On the hourly time frame, we already have a sell signal here, although it's not very pronounced. But on the 4-hour chart, it's also starting to show up, and basically, it'll be there too. So the target is 2,300, though it might shift a bit higher again, but that's not a big deal. The main thing is that we drop below the 2,400 level and ideally consolidate below it on the daily, weekly, and monthly time frames so we can start moving down. So, that's it for 8 hours. I won't record any more. I'll leave everything for the morning and tomorrow we'll close out. Alright, friends, so I closed my trade this morning. It's 6:20 now. I just woke up. And I saw that the line from my indicator had already come right up to the price. So this is the closing zone. I mean, at first I told you the closing would be at 2 to 300, but later that line moved up. And, accordingly, this is the closing zone. I locked in the profit. Here's the profit I got. $309. And I managed to react in time. Closed out. At 2,418 the price started to settle, meaning the chart moved, wait, in Russia now, what's going on, what's wrong again, no VPN, anyway, yeah, the chart started to recover and I managed to cash the moment. There was even a price at 30, but by the time I rubbed my eyes and analyzed, I saw everything was going up and realized I had to lock in now or we'd just take off, because my opening zone was at 2,446, so right now I'd basically be at the same positions as when I opened. So, plus 300 here, and honestly, it was just because I woke up on time. Otherwise, if I'd woken up a bit later, it would have been a different story. I mean, I wake up at 4 a.m. in general. I don't even know why. Maybe it's just a trader's routine, because it's actually a convenient time for analysis, since a new candle opens at 3, and that's when a new day starts. And 4 a.m. is actually a convenient time to get up, because you catch those moments right away. Of course, that means you have to go to bed earlier too. I don't know. It's just my own schedule. Basically, I work out. I train at the gym. So everything kind of developed together with that. And I always get up at 4 a.m. And, accordingly, thanks to this, I made 300. See, Turan is still here. God will add a little more over there. So, friends, thank you all for your attention. I've got profit. As always, I wish you all profit, good luck, and goodbye.